Key point 1. Success is not an easy thing to achieve. You need to be prepared to fight for it. Success and excellence in our personal and professional lives come down to our seemingly insignificant daily choices. Some decisions are pleasant. Some are more akin to chores. The achievements we gain and the sacrifices we make along the way comprise our life journey. If done correctly, they become powerful stepping stones on our road to success. Life is not a bed of roses for anyone. Often, to enjoy roses, we may need to go out to get them or have someone fetch them for us. Either way, we are still doing something to get the roses. Likewise, we need to do something to be successful in life. We need to stretch our hands to receive the help we need. We also have to give up some of our desires to pursue others. Essentially, we must chop wood and carry water to get anywhere. By doing this, we discover new things, give up some, submit to people, and learn from others, ourselves, and life. We all love the awe and aura of greatness so much that we look forward to being great one day. We want it more than anything, but there is something else we must love to achieve greatness: the process. The process of greatness begins with a dream to be remarkable. Fantasizing about being magnificent is the easiest part. We imagine without any stress. Sitting down and imagining yourself in a mansion is sweet, but taking the steps necessary to build it is not as sweet. We must wake up from those dreams and take the essential step toward greatness: action. You can never be great without chopping wood and carrying water. There's no house without foundation. Wood and water mean different things to different people. It may be writing more for some, while for others, it is taking a course, reading a book, or going on a trip. In this summary, you will discover general principles explaining how to become friends with the process of achieving greatness and how to take action toward glory in life. Key point 2. Use tedious activities as learning material. See the process of carrying water and chopping wood as an opportunity to grow. It is the period when you become the judge of your success and learning process. Do not see the period as a test or competition. Doing that hampers your potential. Instead of seeing the situation as a test, consider it as a learning experience. Disregarding mundane things and seeing them as distractions on your journey is easy. They might seem tedious, annoying, and even frightening to you, but the truth is, they are an essential part of your road to success and hold teaching value. To maximize your time doing the ordinary, you must identify what wood or water you need to carry. Knowing the right thing will help you make the best of the period. Your water or wood may be working under someone. If so, do it with joy and diligence and learn as much as possible. It might be working in a field where you need more experience. This could expand your horizons and available resources. Though it might seem scary and confusing, it'll bring you much new and valuable knowledge. Wood and water can also be teamwork. It might be challenging if you're not used to working with many people and making decisions together. But it could teach important lessons about finding common ground with someone and making compromises. The only thing that is truly significant about today or any other day is who you become in the process. Joshua Medcalf. The process may not be smooth or the best pathway you may encounter, but all that will not matter. What will matter in the long haul is what you use this road for, how it influenced you, and what became of you in the aftermath. Your journey is about the lessons you learned along the way, with all victories and downfalls. Many successful people you hear about today learned their most valuable lessons during their wood and water season. Key point 3. Great people have a working value system. As a successful person, you may desire to excel in every field. You may want to be a renowned writer, a skilled carpenter, a great mechanic, or a good estate manager. While these ambitions are not wrong, failure to meet the standards you set for them may adversely affect you. To prevent this, do not bite off more than you can chew. Be objective in your ambitions. Asking too much of yourself will lead to disappointment. You can also take them one at a time. If you have more than one interest, you'll need a value system. A value system will remind you how strong you are regardless of how often you fail. See yourself as a human being with a knack for excellence. Far too often, we attach our value to the accolades we win and the successes we achieve in business and life. This attachment makes us downcast when things are not going as we want. So you must detach yourself from what you do and recognize that your value does not change, irrespective of the results. Tying your value to performance is courting disaster. No person always produces perfection, but getting it wrong is only a testament to humanity. Your identity comes from the value system that you embrace. If your principles see you as human, you stand a better chance of excelling at what you do. Your decision-making skills will improve when your value system is sound. To illustrate, if you realize that your company has produced an inferior product that may harm people, you have to decide whether to withdraw the product or focus on making a profit, irrespective of the damage the product may cause. Your value system determines your choice, and result-oriented ethics prioritize profit over safety. In contrast, principles detached from results will make a better judgment of putting the safety of lives before money. Your identity should not depend on anybody's expectations of you. It must reflect your personal choices and decisions. Key point 4. Achievers are people with persistence and focus. Mastery is their main attribute. Worthwhile goals become a reality only when you repeatedly act toward achieving those goals. Therefore, you must strike the same spot again and again to drive the nail into the wood or wall, like hitting a nail with a hammer. Successful individuals do not get distracted and do not quit. They continue to move toward the goals they seek to achieve. Great people are diligent and focused. They know what they want, are fixated on it, and pursue it persistently. As a person aiming for great success, you should imbibe these attributes to help you get where you want and give you a sense of fulfillment. The scorecard society judges us by is tragically flawed, and pursuing it will leave you completely unfulfilled. Joshua Medcalf. When you know what you want, you have a standard of scoring yourself. No competition, no external pressure, just you and your goals. And if you get behind on your goals, you can monitor your progress and work more to get where you need to be. Being true to yourself makes persistence and focus work for you. Mastery is the result of carrying small bowls of water from time to time. It is the result of chopping small logs of wood over time. You master something through deliberate actions. They don't have to be extraordinary, but they need to be consistent. You should turn them into habits and increase their number as time passes. Like everything else, you can learn mastery. All that is needed is to follow the principles that teach it. Mastery does not happen overnight. It takes a lot of effort, skills, and persistent hard work. To excel and be a master at anything, you must not rely only on talent, but also on adding some hard work and giving it your all. When talent is unrefined, hard work will overtake it every time. Harness all your powers and skills to provide you with mastery, and allow your hunger for it to reflect how you live your life, make your choices, and how much energy you put into your work and the time you put into it. Then, let everything you do impact the result. Remember to be patient with yourself when you start to take steps toward mastery. Remember the old saying, Rome was not built in a day. Just ensure you watch yourself and see that you are moving forward in the right direction. Key point 5. Discouragement keeps many people from achieving great goals. As a human being with goals, one of the most significant obstacles you'll discover on your road to success is discouragement, which may come from internal or external sources. Beware of imposter syndrome, when your confidence level does not match your competence. Sometimes, discouragement may come from giving your best but not getting the desired results. Adopt a strategy for overcoming discouragement using these suggestions to energize your mind and crush depressing thoughts. What you watch, what you read, what you listen to, who you surround yourself with, how you talk to yourself, what you visualize. Evaluation is a great way to keep track of progress. When you evaluate your work, you can see your progress even if you've not yet reached your destination. It's also great to break down your goals into smaller ones. This way, the evaluation will be more straightforward because your aims will be more transparent. Your tasks will also feel less overwhelming and more achievable. A well-structured plan is essential to your journey to becoming great. Your actions, not your location, determine the results you get. In evaluating yourself, be careful not to make any room for comparison. Let the evaluation be between you and your goals. Record every progress and appreciate yourself. Track all regressions and address them as growth areas. Draft your worth statement and your growth mindset. A worth statement describes who you are, irrespective of what happens to you. A growth mindset is a learning mentality that allows you to see your experiences as learning curves instead of descriptions of your worth. Here is a sample of what they should look like. Worth statement. My value is who I am. It is fixed. Growth mindset. All the experiences that happen to me are learning opportunities. By evaluating yourself, you challenge yourself to do more, increasing your chances of success. Key point 6. Failure is intrinsic to the journey to success. The key is to keep going despite it. The most successful people today were far from successful when they started. They failed repeatedly, but they all did something. They tried again. Here are some heroes who experienced downfalls but pursued until failure detached. Albert Einstein failed in school and started speaking when he turned 5. Ben Carson's teachers didn't consider him bright and isolated him from the rest of the students. Little did they know that he'd become a world-famous neurosurgeon. A TV producer described Oprah Winfrey as not fit for television. Walt Disney lacked success working for a newspaper, and his editors suggested that his ideas were bland. Before inventing the light bulb, Thomas Edison had to put up with his teacher's comments about his alleged stupidity. Steven Spielberg is a college dropout that became a world-famous director. Humans learn from a young age to be scared of failure. Perfection is something we constantly strive for. Mistakes and defeats take away the ideal situations we so desperately want. The successful people listed above prove that no journey is smooth. It's in human nature to make missteps and go through unpleasant experiences. What we have to remember is that failures don't define us. On the contrary, they teach us and make us stronger. It's also important to remember that it's natural to feel disappointed if you fail. Just don't let it linger for too long. To do this, keep trying, and you'll feel better. There are no good times without bad times. These people achieved success because they never gave up. They continued to learn from each failure until they had their breakthrough. But even as successful people, their learning did not stop. They have an uncanny desire to do better than their previous best. They bless the world with their talent, training, passion, and doggedness. Anyone seeking sustainable success today must have the same line as these greats. Did you know Apple gave the boot to Steve Jobs when he was 30? He got fired from the company of his creation. Apple returned to him 10 years later, asking to save the company. Conclusion. So many people are busy and neglect things that will make their lives significant. Everyone on Earth gets the same 86,400 seconds per day, and people do various things with this time. You can do 3 things with your time: waste, spend, or invest. In real life, urgent things will continue to show up to prevent us from doing what is essential. But how we use time becomes the determinant of success. If you're doing what everyone else is doing, it won't matter how big your dreams are. You will get the results everyone else is getting. Be mindful of the people in your circle. Interact with those who add value to your life. They may be people you cannot see physically, but can access electronically through audio messages and videos. You can also read books about the great men and women you seek to imitate. Getting rid of your current circle does not mean you have to be mean. You can be polite to them, but spend less time than you used to spend around them. Remember to set great goals, develop mastery, and overcome discouragement and failures. Focus on persistence and focus, and evaluate yourself periodically to inspire your generation and many generations. Try this. Track your time. Keep a journal that records how you spend your time daily and weekly for about a month. It will reveal whether or not you're doing things that move you toward greatness. It is often not about the goals we set, but how we invest the time we have. Are you spending time on things that drive greatness in your life,